This is a really lovely stitch, easy to do and quite fast, and this is the Tunisian Crochet Lacy shell stitch. The shell stitch requires a multiple of 5 plus 2, so I'm going to create a swatch containing 2 shells, and I therefore am going to chain 12. That's 5 plus 5 plus 2 to create a normal Tunisian crochet foundation row. And to save time, the link to the video about how to do a Tunisian crochet foundation row is above. Just completing the return pass of the Tunisian crochet foundation row, and I'm now going to do a forward pass of Tunisian crochet simple stitch. And to save time, the link to the video about how to do the Tunisian crochet simple stitch is above. This is the last stitch of the forward pass into the marked space at the end of the row. And at this stage it is absolutely essential to check the number of loops on the hook, and I had chained 12, so there should be 12 loops on the hook. The shells are created on the return pass, so this is not a normal Tunisian crochet return pass. The first thing to do is to chain 1, and then, as always, I like to mark the space so I know where the final stitch goes at the end of the next forward pass. Now chain 2, 1, 2, and now pull the yarn through 6 loops. That's 3, 4, 5, 6. So that will create a shell of 5. Now chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and pull the yarn through the next 6 loops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there are now 2 loops on the hook, and now chain 2, 1, 2, and pull the yarn through the last 2 loops. So on this return pass, 2 shells have been created. For the forward pass, insert the hook into the second chain from the end, yarn over, pull up a loop, then insert the hook into the next chain, yarn over, pull up a loop, and now insert the hook into the shell where there is a strand of yarn over the top, yarn over, pull up a loop, and now insert the hook into the next chain, yarn over, pull up a loop, and insert the hook into the next chain, yarn over, pull up a loop, insert the hook into the next chain, yarn over, pull up a loop, insert the hook into the next chain, yarn over, pull up a loop, and now insert the hook into the shell, and then yarn over, pull up a loop, and now insert the hook into the next chain, yarn over, pull up a loop, and insert the hook into the final chain, yarn over, pull up a loop, and now insert the hook into the marked space at the end of the row, yarn over and pull up a loop. Again, it is essential to check the number of loops on the hook, so there should be 12. And for this Lacy shell stitch, the return passes will all be the same. So chain 1, mark the stitch space for the end of the next forward pass, then chain 2, 1, 2, now pull the yarn through 6 loops, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and pull the yarn through 6 loops, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Chain 2, 1, 2, and yarn over and pull the yarn through both loops. So that is the second row of shells completed. So the next forward pass is the same as the previous forward pass into the chains. That's first chain, second chain, then the next stitch is into the shell, and just continue with forward passes and return passes until the size of the fabric is as required. I'm just completing the last forward pass for this swatch. The last return pass will be the same as all the other return passes. So start the return pass by chaining 1 and mark the space. Then chain 2, 1, 2, and now pull the yarn through 6 loops, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, now pull the yarn through 6 loops, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, chain 2, 1, 2, and then pull the yarn through the final 2 loops. And this is the swatch of the lovely, easy, lacy Tunisian crochet shell stitch. Perfect for cowls and scarves.